Well, good afternoon, folks. Off the road before I get run over. Yeah, I'm just doing a little outing out to Sermsuk Warehouse pier or market. Yeah, we went there time last year for a sort of a warehouse event, or what they call an open air market. But this time it's the Mad Face, I think it is, Mad Face Food Fair. It's just a whole bunch of, shops, pop-ups selling exotic foods. I thought, well, since Thailand is a land of smiles because the food is so good, let's go and check it out. I'm also expecting, I've also said Tim might hook up with this as well and note, so we might see them down there as well. I just told him I was on my way down, but he didn't answer, so hey, maybe I'm just a bit more plugged into social media than other people. Anyway, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys, and if you're not following the channel, then hit that subscribe button, and we'll keep you posted about what's going on. Okay, while I'm in the taxi, I thought I'd just cover a couple of points that came up on the video for our little trip down to Chao. One of the guys commented, he said he wanted to know more information about the hospital stay, and I've explained to him on the comment section the fact that well, there was really no opportunity to take any video doing all the hospital things. They don't like you doing video in the hospital. But it's given me a lot of more background about how the healthcare system works. And I've also asked Chanya to look into health cover here in Thailand, not only just for me but for her as well. The two of us are a couple, and I'm sure that she can work out some sort of decent sort of amicable pricing throughout the medical insurance business here in Thailand. I'm not at all interested in using sort of foreign insurance companies. That to me sort of seems like it's just a waste of time and a waste of money, primarily given the fact that the three visits I had to the hospital there, effectively treated like an emergency inpatient, came to a total of $280 US. God, like if I was in Australia, that's 2 months. Well, actually more than 2 months. No, that's probably about 2 months worth of health insurance if you're in private health cover, and you probably would have still been out of pocket. So again, I'm very anti sort of insurance companies. They're running a business primarily to make a profit for their shareholders, right? And with the general health of the population of the planet, as far as I'm concerned, you either have to charge a lot of premiums for all the sick people that are going to be covered, and the people who are generally healthy like me, they just haven't ended up footing the bill. That's why I've always been sort of into the whole self-insurance thing. I'm always making sure I've got money aside for that rainy day. The second thing that I wanted to cover was another comment was foreigners always paying. I don't know. I really don't know why we have this minority out there that think that you come to Thailand and foreigners are always being ripped off. If I was ever thought that I was being ripped off, I would never have come to Thailand. I've been coming to Thailand 8 years prior to my moving here, and actually an additional 4 years on top of that as a business traveller as well. So totally the 13 years experience of 12 years before getting here, and the extra 2.5 years I've been here. I've never felt that I've been ripped off, been taken advantage of, made the scapegoat. Yes, I do have a language impairment. I'm not a fluent Thai speaker. I learn a little bit more every day. I'm running a channel for foreigners to view what Thailand's like. So yeah, I don't speak much Thai in our videos simply because of the fact that you guys my culture. You just won't understand. So I got the taxi driver talking to somebody on the phone now. Anyway, but yeah, look, as that weekend, that 2 days away, as I said, the hotel, not the hotel, the accommodation was 5,500 baht for the house, and then we went to Macro. Bought all this extra food and everything else, which was, you know, the communal food for the day. I paid for me and Chanya, which was 1,000 baht. That was the total amount of the amount I paid for that event. I also drove the four-wheel drive down, or the Fortuna down, and that cost an extra probably 450 baht in fuel. So that was my out-of-pocket expense, but we were travelling with 6 people, and it's just my little contribution to make ends meet. But everybody paid their fair share, and they respect that I'm not an ATM. I respect them for who they are, and I don't ask questions. They make extra effort to include me in all the things we do when we go out as a group, which I am very thankful for. It beats paying tour guides, I tell you. Anyway, so yeah, for those people that still think that, you know, foreigners come here and they get taken advantage of, well, yeah, some foreigners do, right? People who have got no idea how to conduct themselves, right, in a foreign country, well, that tends to be a situation where people will take advantage of you. But if you make every effort to involve yourself in the culture and society and learn a little bit of Thai to get by with, you will find yourself very easily included in a lot of things. And as you've seen in other videos, you know, I can go down to the 7-Eleven. I'm quite welcome to hang out with the guys at the front of the 7-Eleven, eat street food and chat about all sort of things Thai. Yeah, I use you know, my translator when things get difficult. They like my attempt to communicate. One of the guys there speaks pretty good English, so we work it out. It's never been a problem, and I never even think for 1 minute that I'm being taken advantage of. Anyway, enough of that. I just thought I'd just do that recap because, you know, like, sometimes it's good to sort of voice these sort of ideas that people have and sort of see if we can, you know, put a bit of a damper on them. Yeah, some people are going to fall into some situations like that, but generally, you know, if you've got your head screwed on over here and you're prepared to be that sort of person who wants to look out for themselves, well, you know, as I said, this is not a nanny state where the government and the laws are there to protect all the snowflakes out there. This is the Wild West, right? Okay, we might not have 6 shooters, but, you know, if you're prepared to take the risks, you can enjoy the benefits from it. Well, we did make it here, and Tim only beat me by about 2 minutes. Absolutely incredible. And I come twice the distance. Somebody wants to come past me. Here's my mate Tim. Already. Let's see what this place has got to offer.
Hopefully it's not all out in the sun because I didn't bring a hat.
Oh, well, I always bring a hat, yeah. Yeah, it's not quite as big as the flea market we had last year, but we'll see how we go. Well, it's a food market, so let's hope we've got an appetite. So it looks to me it's just going to be sort of little home stall breads and savoury things. But we'll have a look around to see what we can eat. And we have some Vietnam food. Foul mouth. Looks like this is chicken. 20 carbs, 20 carbs. I think I might eat one of those burgers. Yeah, come back. So we're also planning to head back across the pier here. Is it here or here? I'm not quite sure if I can get the location just right. But I think it's just across there is Jack's Bar, and we do plan to go and sort of have a sort of afternoon drink there before we go home. Nice range of Phnom there. Yes, yes, breakfast, muffins. Trying to duck under his camera. Alas, the doctor says I still can't drink coffee. Cocoa Bouquet Farm. Interesting. There's a bit of surf and turf. Like as I said, beef is becoming more and more popular over here these days. Interesting take on the Beatles thing. More breads. I'm not quite sure what this one here is. Something tomato. And it's time for my first beer in 2 weeks. The doctor said no beer for 2 weeks. Well, it's effectively 2 weeks now. It is a Sunday. I go and see him on Monday. And we even get table service. Couple mark now. Yeah. So he's got pork, what do you call it? Pork rata, and I've got lasagna. Yum yum. And a little bit of an indulgence with some yogurt, yes, and pomegranate with, yeah, whatever. Okay, so we're finishing up here. We've been here about an hour and a half, and we're going to head up to the Jack's Bar now. Unfortunately, we're going to head out west and do a walk across a couple of streets to get to the actual ferry that gets across the river. I think the ferry's about 20 baht or 10 baht or something, but we'll soon find out when we're there. So visually where we are with the Samut market is just down the road here. Iconsiam there is just a little bit to the north of us. But we're going to take not this next street, I think just the second next street. We've got a walk down and catch the ferry across. So here we are on one of the piers on the western side of the river. And what we want to do is we actually want to go across over here. But at this point in time we can't actually see how we do that. This is a bit of a challenge. We'll see how we go anyway. There's a ferry coming on across here. I don't know what he's doing, but he looks like he's coming towards the pier. Hopefully he can speak English. So Google Maps actually says the pier is here, but it looks like it's all private now. We can't get to that location, so we have to take the next street up. And he says we're actually not going to Jack's Bar, we're going to the next pier across here. All the way from the front. Pulling into the Oriental Pier. Not quite sure how we actually get across there. We might have to walk up and down again. We'll see how we go. There's no ramps or walkways. A bit on the dodgy side, but hey, we're here. Okay. I think we're going to pay our dues as we go across here. So we're going to pay our dues. And we're foreigners. 100 baht, 100 baht. I'm going, yeah, right. 4 baht each. Oh, I gotta love Thailand, seriously. If you were in Australia, just to take a trip across the river, oh my, I don't even want to think of what that costs. You know, I think just to look at the ferries in Australia costs $100. There you go, that's the Phuc Hin. Phuc Hin what? So just a short river cruise across the river, and a long walk. Because there is absolutely no connecting streets. We're actually heading back to Jack's Bar now. Yeah, so again we've got a front row seat here at Jack's Bar. Just sitting up 6 o'clock in the evening with a nice, well actually quite a nice sunset. I still love watching these boats go by. So that's where we were this afternoon at the food fair. We were trying to work out how to get from there over here. The Just trying to work out what ferries go where is impossible. But here's one of these really interesting river cruise boats. Looks quite swish, this one. Well, it's just one of those relaxing afternoons, sitting on the river, having just one beer. Yeah, this life here in Bangkok, I tell you, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I don't know about Tim. He's still getting his feet wet.
My subscriber count's just not moving.
Get on there and subscribe to his channel. I know he's only just started and he's only got a few videos up, but
I got 20 up now.
You got 20 videos up now. It should be starting to move along. So I was watching a video recently on YouTube that the Iconsiam does this little water water feature show on the river there 3 times a night. Looks quite spectacular on his video. It's only sort of going dusk now. I think you've got to see the 8 or 7 o'clock version of it when the night sky's a lot darker. But yeah, even from here it looks pretty good. Okay, I'm on a long zoom, but things are like that on the river. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. It's been a good afternoon. We're probably going to spend another half an hour here and then make our way home to see our lovely missus is. Well, his missus anyway, and mine's still working. She won't finish till 8 o'clock. Anyway, wrap it up and bye for now, guys. See you again.